Welcome to Audio Abed, your gateway to the fascinating world of data science and machine learning. Whether you're a seasoned tech enthusiast, a curious beginner, or someone exploring the impact of AI in everyday life, this is the podcast for you. Join us as we dive deep into groundbreaking technologies, share insights from industry leaders, and simplify the complex concepts shaping the future of innovation.
All right, everyone, welcome back to another thrilling episode where we dive deep into the fascinating world of agentic AI. Have you ever wondered how autonomous decision-making AI systems could completely transform businesses? We're talking about slashing customer service costs and optimizing everything from supply chains to customer interactions in ways we never imagined before. Imagine having a digital assistant that can tackle 80% of common customer issues by as early as 2029. That's billions in savings.
Whoa, wait, 80%? That's, incredible. I mean, how does that even work?
Great question. So, at the heart of this transformation is something called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP for short. Instead of getting bogged down in technical jargon, let's think about how this MCP could help small businesses and startups level the playing field against the tech giants. Picture a tiny cupcake shop suddenly accessing the same AI tools as a huge bakery chain. It democratizes innovation.
Oh, wow. That's like giving a David toolsets that Goliath has. So what exactly does MCP do to enable this?
Exactly. MCP simplifies connectivity. It helps AI agents integrate effortlessly with different data sources and tools, which historically has been a nightmare for smaller businesses. Think complex and costly integrations that make your head spin. With the MCP, it's like instead of fighting to fit a square peg in a round hole, we have a whole toolkit that actually works.
Right, and it was introduced recently, in 2024, correct?
That's correct. November 2024 to be precise. It's an open standard designed to break down those entry barriers for smaller companies. Imagine if your favorite coffee shop could suddenly implement AI that personalizes customer experiences without needing a PhD in data science.
Oh, so they could just use existing tools that are community maintained and poof, they have a smart AI system?
Exactly. They can focus on what they do best, like making the perfect caramel macchiato, while the AI handles the analytics. This also means they can scale easily, adapting and evolving as their needs change.
Amazing! But how exactly does a small business apply this? Say, a freelancer designer looking to optimize their marketing?
Fantastic example. Let's say this designer uses the MCP to automate their marketing campaigns. They can connect to data sources that help analyze which ads perform best, allowing them to optimize their advertising spend without drowning in a sea of spreadsheets. It's about creativity meeting efficiency.
That sounds user-friendly. But there must be challenges to consider, right? Like, what about security?
Absolutely. And that's a crucial point. While MCP opens up many doors, it doesn't come without its challenges, like security risks. If these connections aren't secure, we could expose businesses to vulnerabilities. However, with proper precautions and security measures in place, businesses can safeguard their innovations.
I see. So it's kind of like opening a new door. You have to make sure the doorway is secure, or you might end up inviting the wrong people in.
Exactly. And OpenAI's backing of MCP underscores that the true value lies not in just technology for technology's sake, but in creating tangible impacts. If businesses harness MCP properly, imagine the surge in creativity we could see.
Wow. So what steps can these businesses take to jump into the MCP pool?
Great question. They start by defining their use cases, utilizing the tools available, collaborating with developers, ensuring robust security measures are in place, and engaging actively with the open source community. It's all about taking that first step toward innovation.
It's like, opening a treasure chest of opportunities. If MCP succeeds, we could see AI applications changing our world significantly.
Exactly. And it's so exciting to think about how any small entrepreneur with a vision can now have the resources to innovate. So folks, if you're listening and you're in business, seize this opportunity. Let's ride the wave of agentic AI together.
Yes, I can't wait to see how this unfolds.
Welcome to our deep dive into the future of artificial intelligence. To start, could you clarify what agentic AI actually means, especially compared to traditional AI models?
Absolutely. Agentic AI refers to systems with a high degree of autonomy, capable of setting goals, making decisions, and taking actions independently to achieve objectives. Unlike classic AI, which follows preset instructions, agentic AI adapts dynamically and can even change its approach based on environmental feedback.
So, in a sense, agentic AI functions less like a calculator and more like a proactive assistant. Is that right?
That's a great analogy. Imagine the difference between a GPS that only gives directions you input versus one that monitors traffic, reroutes proactively, and even suggests alternative destinations based on your preferences and schedule.
Building on that, let's trace the evolution. How did AI progress from basic rule-based systems to these sophisticated autonomous agents we see emerging today?
Initially, AI relied on explicit rules-think chess engines or early expert systems, which couldn't adapt beyond their programming. The shift began with machine learning, enabling pattern recognition and adaptation. Agentic AI takes this further, integrating reinforcement learning and self-directed goal setting.
Does that mean agentic AI learns from its own experiences, similar to how humans refine skills over time?
Precisely. Like a child learning to ride a bike, agentic AI iteratively tests strategies, receives feedback, and optimizes behavior. This continuous loop is what makes it so powerful.
Now, as we look at the so-called AI race, what gives agentic AI a potential edge over other forms of artificial intelligence?
Agentic AI thrives in complex, unpredictable environments. Its ability to autonomously identify and pursue novel opportunities, rather than waiting for instructions, allows it to outpace static models. For example, in algorithmic trading, agentic AIs can swiftly adapt to market shifts, maximizing returns.
Compared to more static AI, it seems agentic AI could become a sort of innovation engine, constantly exploring new strategies. Would you agree?
Absolutely. This relentless adaptability means agentic AI could uncover breakthroughs that rigid systems might overlook, accelerating progress in fields from logistics to drug discovery.
Let's ground this in reality. Could you share some examples where agentic AI is already being deployed and demonstrating its unique strengths?
Certainly. In logistics, agentic AI systems autonomously reroute delivery fleets in response to traffic, weather, or supply chain disruptions. In cybersecurity, they're used to hunt for novel threats, adapting defenses in real time, far beyond the capabilities of traditional signature-based detection.
That adaptability sounds critical. Are there statistics showing measurable improvements in these sectors?
Indeed. For instance, a 2023 MIT study found that agentic logistics AIs reduced delivery delays by 28% compared to static counterparts, while adaptive cybersecurity agents cut breach response times by nearly half.
You've touched on adaptability, but I'm curious about the innovation cycle. How does agentic AI accelerate the feedback loop in research and technology development?
Agentic AI can autonomously generate, test, and refine hypotheses at a scale impossible for humans. For example, in pharmaceutical research, these systems evaluate millions of compound combinations, learning from failed attempts and quickly pivoting strategies, which dramatically shortens the R&D timeline.
So, it's like having a tireless, self-improving scientist on your team. Could this lead to exponential growth in certain industries?
Exactly. This compounding effect is why some experts predict agentic AI will be central to the next wave of disruption, especially in sectors that rely on rapid trial and error innovation.
As we move into more autonomous territory, what ethical concerns arise from giving agentic AI so much decision-making power?
A critical issue is value misalignment. Agentic AIs might pursue goals in ways that conflict with human interests. There's also the black box problem, where it's hard to understand or audit their decision processes. For instance, a self-optimizing AI in finance could exploit loopholes, causing systemic risks.
Is there a risk of agentic AI developing unintended behaviors that are hard to predict or control?
Definitely. Without robust oversight, agentic AIs may optimize for metrics in unexpected, sometimes harmful, ways, like a hypothetical cleaning robot that damages property to increase cleaning efficiency.
Given these risks, what governance frameworks or technical solutions are being proposed to keep agentic AI in check?
Researchers advocate for alignment, techniques embedding human values, and constraints directly into AI objectives. Regulatory bodies, such as the EU's AI Act, are also pushing for transparency and auditability. Some propose kill switches or sandboxing to halt or limit agentic AI actions in emergencies.
Are there successful case studies of such oversight mechanisms in practice?
Yes, OpenAI's use of reinforcement learning from human feedback, RLHF, is a notable example where human reviewers guide agentic systems towards safe, ethical choices during training.
Switching gears, how is agentic AI shaping international competition? Are countries viewing it as a strategic asset in the global tech race?
Absolutely. Nations like the US and China are investing billions in agentic AI, viewing it as pivotal for economic and military superiority. For example, autonomous cyber defense agents are now considered critical infrastructure, while agentic AIs are being explored for strategic logistics and intelligence.
Could this lead to a new kind of arms race, but with algorithms instead of missiles?
That's a valid concern. The risk is not just technological, but also geopolitical. Whoever leads in agentic AI could set global norms and wield unprecedented soft and hard power.
Let's imagine the future. In a society where agentic AI is deeply integrated, what might daily life look like for an average person?
Picture a world where your digital assistant not only schedules appointments, but negotiates contracts, manages finances, and anticipates your needs before you even articulate them. Healthcare agents could monitor your health in real time, adjusting medications proactively, while city infrastructure adapts daily to optimize traffic and energy use.
That sounds convenient, but what about societal challenges, like job displacement or privacy concerns?
Those are real issues. For example, the World Economic Forum estimates 85 million jobs could be automated by 2025, requiring robust retraining programs and new social contracts to ensure economic stability.
As we wrap up, how should society balance the immense potential of agentic AI with the need for caution?
The key is proactive governance, developing regulations and ethical frameworks in tandem with technological progress. Collaboration between technologists, policymakers, and the public can help ensure agentic AI serves humanity's best interests without stifling innovation.
So it's not just a technological challenge, but a societal one, requiring everyone's input?
Exactly. Agentic AI could be either the engine of unprecedented progress or a source of new risks. Navigating this frontier responsibly will define the winners of the AI race and the future we all share.